racing. Miss Allegro stride slow the inside. Miss Jolt's come out fast. Spot on Maggie slow today. So Miss Jolt in front now, driving hard the inside as Miss Allegro. Then Cosmic Rascal. Spot on Maggie the inside. Then Carly Ray Rama. They'll be followed between runners then by Vinnie Doon. Queen Cobra is back as they swing the corner. So too Supreme Shalene. Miss Allegro's railed through to lead, scores nicely. Second over, I think Cosmic Rascal just there from Vinnie Doon, and closer in Spot on Maggie. Behind those runners then to Queen Cobra. Back with that was Miss Jolt dropping out of it after a good beginning, and further back in the race to Carly Ray Rama and Supreme Shalene. Now, racing now, and Smart Cookie out fairly, but one of the best out was Corborn Onyx, straight to the lead. Freedom Flower, Rock on Sprite, they come hard too. They'll be followed behind these runners by Opawa Token and Tongariro. Well back in the race there, we've got Rebel Khan and Corborn Rave. Up to the corner they come. Rock on Sprite has found the lead, left them standing by 3 from Freedom Flower and Smart Cookie. Rock on Sprite from Freedom Flower, maybe Smart Cookie third, but close up too would have been Opawa Token, and Rebel Khan wasn't too far away at the line either. Close up as well was Corborn Onyx, Tongariro, Rebel Khan. You could throw a blanket over second to last. And racing, Cassim makes a pretty good fist of it from the outside. Speedy Feet going hard early though, and Mr. Jimmy as well. Cassim's going to get around the first bend in third, and here fourth, with Corborn Tip the outside of it. I'm a Catch has got back, and Phone Tap is last. Into the back they go, and Speedy Feet's the leader, but about to be taken on here by Mr. Jimmy, and up and around the outside quickly to Cassim. Here's running on strongly now. Further back then we've got Corborn Tip back in the race then too. I'm a Catch, Phone Tap is no chance, and Speedy Feet's been shuffled right back to last. Into the straight comes Mr. Jimmy. Turn the corner all right. Cassim's trying hard, lunges late. I think Mr. Jimmy held from Cassim. Here, a bold third. Then Corborn Tip, Phone Tap. I'm a Catch, and the early leader Speedy Feet's run last. And racing, Cosmic Choice bounds out nicely with Kinetic Rio. Alamein Duke slow again. Ring-a-ding's got to third. Alamein Duke drives hard the inside. Right beside that to Caesar Chance. Hannibal Lecter is well back as they come across the top, and so too is Just You Wait. And Legend B out the back. Cosmic Choice leads them around the corner. Chasing hard here is Kinetic Rio and Alamein Duke. Cosmic Choice. Alamein Duke dived to second, and third over Kinetic Rio for another placing. That'd be followed behind them by Ring-a-ding. Fourth then Caesar Chance. Behind those runners then we had Hannibal Lecter, Just You Wait, and tailed off Legend B. Round comes the bunny. They're out set to break in race 5, nearly there. Racing. Wild as Angels bounce beautifully tonight. Goes straight to the lead. Coming out after it, Aldonza the outside. They'll be followed through then by B Rabbit, and Choc D Ellis is there as well. Inazuma's back in the pack tonight. They'll be followed around the outside then by Narahoy as they sweep up towards the corner. And also well back here is Bolt Rummer. Once tailed right off. Up they come. Wild as Angels in easily. Getting up for second, B Rabbit. That was a bold run to hit off Aldonza third. Then Inazuma. Further back in the race then we would have had Narahoy, Choc D Ellis, Bolt Rama. And poor old Shagger Banger Bang was always tailed off. Didn't see what happened, but we'll find out soon. And they race. Exponential Lily bounds well, and so too does Boston Blaze and Felia there between them too. And Miss Foxy Minx around the outside, closer into Sweet Lies. They'll be followed then back in the field here by Corborn Burn. Glen Addis is getting back as they work their way towards the corner here, and Felia's been shuffled now. Up they come, Exponential Lily. Boston Blaze tries hard. Exponential Lily from Boston Blaze. Bold run, Miss Foxy Minx third. Cosmic Fury got into fourth. Missed that in the early call. They'd be followed back then by Corborn Burn. Felia back behind those runners, then Glen Addis and Sweet Lies. And racing, Smash Allegro hops out quite nicely off the inside. Zamatis lasses away well. Smash Allegro heads her off though into the first bend. Paddy Baxter hunting Thrill on the inside, and beside that to Rocky Baxter. All About Amy's got into fifth. Then Thrilling Ava. Further back on the race then to Opawa Cassidy. And Dole Parts checked out of it at the first bend. Smash Allegro out by 6. Zamatis last second. Another 4 back then. Behind that to Paddy Baxter. All About Amy charging on now. They'll be followed further back in the race by Rocky Baxter. Thrilling Ava. Up they come. Smash Allegro in front. Zamatis last running a big race. Smash Allegro from Zamatis last. Paddy Baxter. All About Amy. They're coming in at intervals. Thrilling Ava, Rocky Baxter. Further back then to Opawa Cassidy, and Dole Parts wore the worst of the trouble at the first bend. Racing, Lochinvar Brando springs out nicely, and so too does Graduation, and Noaki Hurricanes handy early, so too is Thrilly Marty going forward. 3 links back then to Cool Pursuit. Around the outside of that to El Pinador, and 3 links last is Rama Reason. Into the front straight they come here, and it's Graduation who sets them up by 3 from Lochinvar Brando. 2 links away to Thrilling Marty, using up a bit of the track. Cool Pursuit hunts the rail and gets past it. They'll be followed back then by Noaki Hurricane, El Pinador and Rama Reason trying to warm up. Down the back they go, still Graduation. Lochinvar Brando the outside, and Cool Pursuit's going to try and take the inside running. Further back on the race then to Noaki Hurricane. Behind them to Thrilling Marty. Further back then to El Pinador and Rama Reason up to the corner. It is Lochinvar Brando the outside. Cool Pursuit finishing the better. Cool Pursuit runs away and scores from Lochinvar Brando. Big gap back the others, but I think you'll find Graduation has lasted for third from Rama Reason, who stormed home and into the final. Further back to El Pinador, Noaki Hurricane, and Thrilling Marty drops out to be last. And racing, Little Tegan steps sweetly the inside with Thrilling Logic going straight to the front. Over on the outside, we've got Hello Hello pushing forward to second. Into third, third there would have been King's Legacy. Little Tegan fourth the rail. They'll be followed back in the piece then by Attaboy Zeke, and Derby Lane drops out to last. Thrilling Logic's got right away here. Out by about 5 or 6 as they come past us. Chasing hard second is Hello Hello. 3 links back to Little Tegan, gets warm now. Further back then to King's Legacy. Back in the field to Attaboy Zeke and Derby Lane. Down the back, Thrilling Logic by 8 now. From Hello Hello, a Little Tegan around that very quickly. Further back then, King's Legacy. And the last pair, Attaboy Zeke and Derby Lane. Thrilling Logic up towards the corner. Here's Little Tegan rounding it up very quickly. Stops down the outside and runs away to score the second heat. Little Tegan by 4. Second over, Thrilling Logic. Get back, King's Legacy, a very bold third. Hello Hello's made the final, then Derby Lane. And Attaboy Zeke's the last one in. racing. Ritzadani gets out nicely, so too does Stay Young. Always Welcomes pushing forward too. And wider out to Tofino, goes up 4 wide round that first bend. Jonesy's Fortune got a run through on the inside. Then Tina's Dilemma's got well back, and so too Sweet Ruby Jane can't win from there. And Norkin Indiana Izmir. Down the back goes Ritzadani by 3. Chasing hard Tofino. 3 back then to Always Welcome. Well back in the piece to Jonesy's Fortune. Behind those runners then Stay Young. Tina's Dilemma, up they come. Ritzadani uses box 1 to perfection. Class 4 dog Tofino a great second, and Always Welcome third. Get back to Jonesy's Fortune. The outsiders run 4th. Behind those runners then we would have had Stay Young. Tina's Dilemma back and behind that. And the last pair, Indiana Izmir, Sweet Ruby Jane. They got checked at the first bend and they were never in the hunt. And racing, you're laughing, only a fair break. Bitcoin gets out well, and Blue Seniors jump tonight. Miss McFly showed up early, trying to drive through would have been Crystal Wave. Flying Trance trying to push forward around the outside. Jumping Sally has got right up to 3rd. Stevie's Magic's well back. Miss McFly right back to last. Up they come. Blue Magic screams away from Bitcoin. Blue Magic, Bitcoin, Jumping Sally. Flying Trance was 4th. Then Crystal Wave and you're laughing in the last pair. Miss McFly and Stevie's Magic. And racing, Ruapehu fair break, but Dolly Peg beats it out. Ruapehu comes after it quickly, followed through by Corborn Flow. Round the outside then to Just a Mate. That'd be followed then by Rebel City. Kazillion as well back with Isabel Domain. And last of all is Homebush Hells. Up to the corner they come. Ruapehu's looped around Dolly Peg. Ruapehu beats Dolly Peg. Rebel City after a distance is 3rd. Kazillion nails down 4th. Next to go by was Corborn Flow. Just a Mate was back with that in the last pair. Homebush Hells and Isabel Domain, the last one to lick the lure.